Today, we have a special guest to welcome. It's Mr. Geek Wisdom himself.
Hello, Mr. G.
Oh, oh,
Mr. G, are you there? Mr. G. Oh, it's a little fuzzy. Oh, I think he's coming in now. Mr. G.
oh, Mr. G.
Yeah, no, all you have to do is dose them with the ALZ 112. Just dose them all. Don't worry about it. What's possibly the worst that can happen? Look, I gotta go. I got a thing. Oh, hey, Matt, Brad, how's it going?
Are we interrupting you, Mr. G?
No, nothing to worry about. It's not like I'm in a secret government experiment to cure Alzheimer's or something like that.
Okay. As you know, we're doing a podcast on time travel, and we were looking to you to help give us an expert opinion about it.
Yes, time travel. I always think it's hilarious that people think that, they debate, is time travel real or is time travel not real? Of course time travel is real. What silly nonsense.
Is it?
Yes,
It
yes.
is?
In fact, we're all traveling through time right this minute. We all are traveling at the same rate, and we're all traveling in the same direction, relatively speaking, but we're all time travelers. Everybody in this whole world. Everybody in this whole room, everybody in this whole world.
Okay, but when people say time travel, that's not really what they mean.
Okay, fair enough. So, like, for example, did you know that you could travel faster in the future than anybody else?
Really? How's that possible?
Well, let me give you an example. Just 1 second here. Let's see if I have something to kind of explain it a little bit. Does anybody have like a ball or a globe or something? Oh, yes, perfect. Okay. Now, imagine this is a rocket ship, and you're going to travel off of the Earth towards the moon.
Okay, but not everyone owns a spacecraft.
Right. But you get my point. My point is that, relatively speaking, time is relative. So if you had a spaceship and you traveled off towards the moon, and then you turned around, and then you traveled back, your time would be different than those on the planet Earth.
So astronauts are time travelers.
Yeah, I mean, it's really only by fractions of a second, but the faster you go, let's say, for example, that you were to travel to the nearest solar system, and you were to travel really, really, really fast and turn around and come back.
So faster than light?
It wouldn't have to be faster than light, but the closer you get to light, the better. So you could just travel, let's say, half the speed of light to the nearest solar system, let's say for about 18 years round trip, and then come back.
That's a long trip.
Right, and you would age 18 years. But the people on the Earth, they may have aged, say, 20 or 24 years.
Wait, so when you get back to Earth, you've traveled 4 years into the future?
Yeah, or maybe even more, depending on how fast you went when you turned around and how fast you came back.
Okay, what if you wanted to go in the other direction, like to the past? Then you would go faster than the speed of light?
Well, that's where it gets to be a little bit scientific, a little bit theoretical, maybe more in the realm of science fiction. Because as you travel faster, in theory, if you hit the speed of light, for you, time would stop. Everything around you would go fast as you go in the future, but time would stop. And if we think about that theory even more, it means that if you could go faster than the speed of light, time would go backwards. But it's probably not possible.
Oh, so time travel into the past anyways just won't work then?
Right, because in theory, you'd have to go faster than the speed of light, and according to E equals mc squared, that would probably take an infinite amount of energy, and we don't know how to generate an infinite amount of energy. So you probably can't travel through the past and create paradoxes and stuff like that.
So could we look into the past, like watching TV?
Well, you can travel you can look into the past, kind of like watching TV, yes. But you don't have to go as far as watch TV. For example, you could just go outside and look at the stars at night.
Well, outside the city at least, we would see a lot of stars.
Right. And when you look at those stars, the light that's reaching your eyes has come a distance of maybe hundreds of thousands of light years just before you got to see it.
Okay,
So that means that the star you see in the sky isn't the stars that existed today, it's the stars that existed hundreds of thousands of years ago. You're literally looking into the past hundreds of thousands of years. That star might have disappeared yesterday, but you're just getting the light from 100,000 years ago today.
Okay, I think I get it. It's like that Star Trek episode. I think it was called The Squire of Gothos. The Enterprise encountered a world, and when they beamed down to it, everything in the world looked like it was from medieval times. And Spock theorized that the alien, I think his name was Trayleen, he was observing through this sort of really high powerful telescope or something, looking at the Earth, and what he was seeing was the Earth as it existed back in medieval times. So he assumed that's what Earth was like today. He wasn't accounting for the fact that it took the light that much time to reach his eyes, and people, didn't have spaceships.
I haven't seen that particular episode, but that's the idea. If you had a really powerful telescope on a far distant planet and you were looking at the Earth, you wouldn't see the Earth as it is today. You might see how it was in medieval times, as in your example.
Okay, so to summarize, everyone travels through time. We all time travelers. We can travel into the future faster than others by moving at speeds faster than everyone else. And we can see into the past by looking up at the night sky. And nothing that we are seeing is the star formation as it existed hundreds of years ago.
Exactly.
we got it?
You got it. Shoot, just 1 second. Yes. What do you mean you lost him? It's a giant ape. How can you possibly lose a giant? Okay, it's okay. I'll be there in a few minutes. Look, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to cut this short. I'm having a small little problem with the experiment.
Okay, thanks, Mr. Geek Wisdom. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.